English time.
Good day, learners! How are you today? Are we all good? Great! Now settle yourselves because today we are going to have another roller coaster of adventures. Do you want that? Excellent! By the way, I am Teacher Jam and I am your English instructor for today. Now, before I start my discussion, I will first introduce to you the 3 important rules during my discussion. So first, turn on your camera as much as possible. Number 2, turn off your microphone to avoid distraction during my discussion. And lastly, respect. So are my instructions clear, class? Very good. Now let's have our first activity. And in this activity, I have prepared 2 paragraphs. And all you have to do is to read, analyze, and identify the difference between the 2. And I'll give you 2 minutes to read the paragraphs. So, am I understood, class? Very good. And your timer starts now. Time's up. Now, what do you observe between the 2 paragraphs being presented? That's great. Now I have picked 1 sentence coming from each of the paragraph. Everybody please read. Thank you so much for that. Now again, what do you observe between the 2 sentences? Precisely. Now how do these words function? Very good. Now this morning, we are going to have another grammar lesson. So everybody please read.
Personal pronouns.
Thank you. Now at this juncture, I want you to listen very carefully. At the same time, focus on the discussion. Because at the end of the lesson, you are expected to, letter A, use personal pronouns in the sentence. Letter B, identify personal pronouns in this sentence. And lastly, letter C, discuss the importance of proper usage. So, am I understood, class? Great! Now, I have prepared a poem entitled Me, You, and Them. Now, I want everybody to read the poem and understand it carefully. Thank you, class. Now, how was the poem? Did you enjoy reading it? Great! Now, if you have really read the poem, I have here an activity that will surely test your memorization skills. So, this activity is entitled Pronoun Memory Game. And in this activity, all you have to do is to fill out all the missing personal pronouns in the sentences. Am I clear, class? Very good. Now let's check if your answers are correct. So remember that in every correct answers, you will receive a point. Am I clear? Very good. Now let's start with the first stanza. So, what are your answers? Very good. So, if your answers in the stanza number 1 are he, his, and him, then you got it all correct. How did you recognize that these words are the exact words we need to fill out in the blank? Exactly correct. Since the head noun or the subject in the sentence is Jim, which is a masculine noun, therefore we need to use he, his, and him as a personal pronouns. So, am I understood about that? Great! Now let's proceed to stanza number 2. Now what are the personal pronouns used in stanza number 2? Wonderful! Now, why do you think we use these personal pronouns? Precisely. Since the head noun is a feminine, therefore we need to use this one. Remember that if the subject in the sentence is a male, then we need to use he, his, and him. And for female, we need to use she, her, and hers. Am I understood, class? Very good. Let's proceed to stanza number 3. So what are the personal pronouns used in stanza number 3? Very good. Now, why do you think we used to fill in these personal pronouns? Extravagantly correct. These personal pronouns are used in the sentence since the subject in the sentence is in the first person singular. Take note, in the first person singular. In stanza number 4, the personal pronouns used are exactly correct. Now, why do you think we use these personal pronouns? Very good, because the subject in the sentence are in the plural form. Therefore, we need to use we, our, and us. Now, for the last stanza, which is similar to stanza number 3, the personal pronouns used are you, I, and me, which is again, the subject in the sentence is in the first person singular. So, do you understand, class? Very good. Now, based on our discussion a while ago, how do these words in the box function? Again, how do these words in the box functions? Precisely, what else? Wonderful mind! Remember that these words in the box takes place a noun and describes a noun. Now I have here another table which is the list of personal pronouns for you to clearly picture it out. Now this table shows us the categories of personal pronouns and on when and how a personal pronouns can be used in the sentence. Now, the question is,
What is a personal pronoun?
superb! Remember that you should always need to properly use a personal pronouns and on when and how we can use it. Now, we have prepared another activity which is entitled Match the Pronouns. So in this activity, all you have to do is to underline the personal pronouns, the correct personal pronouns to be used in the sentence. So, am I clear, class? Very good. So, let's start. In the activity we did a while ago, it is clearly emphasized that we need to use personal pronouns properly. Am I right? Very good. Now I have here a picture. Now what do you observe in the picture? Excellent idea. Now do you think it is important to know the proper usage of something? Why do you say so? Very well said. Yes, knowing the proper usage of something is very important in all aspects of life, even in grammar. Inappropriate use can damage credibility or can undermine another argument. That is why we really need to be careful and think twice before the action. Alright, so I just want to emphasize that there's no harm if we follow safety and appropriate measures of something. It is important to become reliable to our goals. So, am I understood? Very good. So, it is a job well done for all of us. Now for your assignment, I have prepared another activity which is entitled Paint the Picture. And in this activity, I will give pictures and you will create 2 to 3 sentences using personal pronouns in every sentence. So, encode it and submit on the channel in the MS Teams. So, please be guided with the rubrics. So, are there any clarification or question about our discussion for today? How about to our assignment? Alright, I hope that you have learned something from our discussion for today. Again, I am Teacher Jam and I am signing off.